Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to the temple. This is a very special service. It's the 167th confirmation class at our temple. It's also the first confirmation class that is getting confirmed on a Friday evening that is not the eve of Shavuot. So you are pioneers, kind of like feeding the upcoming Torah reading about the people of Israel that were crossing the Sea of Reeds, leading the way. So you are kind of doing the same thing. Mazal tov to you and to your families. Our confirmants are going to lead us doing the service and speak about their what they've learned this year. We begin our service singing Ma Yafeh Hayom Shabbat Shalom. How beautiful the day is. It is Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
It's also the Shabbat of the birthday blessing, so if you are celebrating your birthday at this month of April, please rise for the birthday blessing if you have a birthday in April. So I say to everyone that is having a birthday this month, Mazal Tov, which means good luck. We all need good luck. And I wish you, הרחמן הוא יחדש עליכם ועלינו את השנה הזאת לטובה ולברכה. May the merciful one renew this year for goodness and for a blessing to all of us. And I wish you עד 120, may you live to be 120 and always feel like you're not even 20. And stay standing, so I know you are, and we're going to sing Yom Holedet Sameach.
See, it's worth standing because then you get the chocolate.
As we kindle these festival lights, may we rekindle in our hearts the light of Torah, the light of truth. May these shining candles remind us of the flame of God which burns within us all. May we be warmed by its presence, just as these flames bring light and life and warmth to our celebration tonight. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. We celebrate this day in holiness and in joy. We lift this cup as a symbol of the sweetness of this day, made holy by our commitment to bring happiness and joy to all the world. May the Torah ever be sweet within our mouths. May it lead to a world of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei pri hagafen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher
this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. In the brightness of this Confirmation Eve, as we celebrate our receiving of the light of Torah, may God's presence settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer.
Please rise. Baruch Hu et Adonai Chambrach, Baruch Adonai Chambrach L'olam Va'ed. Praise be the one to whom praise is due. Praise be the one to whom praise is due, now and forever.
Speak responsively. I am a Jew because born of Israel and having lost her, I have felt her live again in me, more living than ever.
I am a Jew because born of Israel and having retained her, I wish her to live after me, more living than myself.
I am a Jew because of the faith of Israel demands of me no abdication of the mind.
I am a Jew because the faith of Israel requires of me all the devotion of my heart.
I am a Jew because in every place where suffering weeps, the Jew weeps.
I am a Jew because every time when despair cries out, the Jew hopes.
I am a Jew because the word of Israel is the oldest and the newest.
I am a Jew because the promise of Israel is the universal promise.
I am a Jew because for Israel the world is not completed. We are completing it.
I am a Jew because above the nations and Israel, Israel places humanity and its unity.
I am a Jew because above humanity, image of the divine unity, Israel places the unity which is divine.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Baruch Shem Kavod, Malchutzo Leolam Ba'ed. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Shem Kivod,
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך. ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם. בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשופך ובקומך. וקשרתם לאו על ידיך והיו לטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם, אשר הוצאתיהם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיהם.
And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you on this day shall be upon your heart, shall be upon your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
During one of our first confirmation classes, we were asked the question, why are you Jewish? This is a question that can be answered in many ways. I was born Jewish, I went to Jewish preschool, I've had my bar mitzvah, and I've been spending my Sundays at temple for as long as I can remember. So when we were asked this, I thought to myself, this is easy, and I should be done with this in no time. But of course, being the procrastinator that I am, I deemed this question as a simple assignment for another time, and the document I created to write the speech did not see the light of day until last night. I've gotten multiple reminders from Rabbi asking me if my speech was done and if I could send it over, and each time I was asked, I'd give the same copy and paste response. I'm basically finished. But a little thing about me is that basically finished means I've written down 3, maybe 4 words. So last night, when I had gone to work on this, I thought to myself again, this should be easy, and I should be done in no time. Why had it taken so long to answer such a simple question? Well, because it's not simple at all. Yes, being Jewish is all I've ever known, but this doesn't describe why I myself am Jewish. It doesn't describe why I've made the choice to accept Judaism as a part of my life. I was tempted to give a more mature and an intellectual answer with stronger words and a more presentable language, but eventually said it on a rather childish tone. Because I have a duty. Yes, a duty. A duty to proudly represent my identity, to preserve and remember tradition and our history and faith. If you look back through centuries of Jewish history, there's one consistent theme: oppression. Wherever our people went, we were persecuted by others who do not accept us. From Egypt to Europe to almost every corner of the globe, anti-Semitism has been present. Even in our own homeland, we are not shielded from hatred. My parents grew up in a country where it is not acceptable to be Jewish. Jewish people were looked down on. They were prevented from going to school, getting jobs, and no one lifted a finger because this was glorified. Jewish people had to hide their identity rather than be proud of it. When my mom was little, she would ride the subway. She used to wear her Magen David necklace. Then she noticed the people standing around her. All of them were staring at her, at the little necklace she wore. Who knew a simple shape could make so many people have so much hatred? And then she realized that if someone acted up and did something to her, nobody would stop them. So to keep herself safe, she had to tuck her necklace into her shirt. This hiding of identity, this masking of oneself is not a reality my parents wanted me to grow up in, so they fought to be able to live in this country. They fought so I'd be able to wear my necklace without having to tuck it in, and they fought so I would not have Jew written on my passport. And they fought so I'd be able to be who I am, so I could be Jewish. And so they could pass down the history and knowledge to me, and so I could carry it on safely. Unfortunately, in the reality we live in, the danger has not left. In fact, it's becoming more and more prevalent in our lives. We are being told left and right we do not have a right to our own homeland. We are attacked for existing. Innocent men, women, and children were taken from their families. Terrorists committed disgusting atrocities, leaving over 1,000 people dead. People were massacred, homes destroyed. Entire kibbutzes just wiped off the map. It has been 202 days, and we are still begging and praying for the hostages to be brought home. A disgusting surge of anti-Semitism has revealed itself to the world, and it seems as if a blind eye is being turned to it. It is affecting all of us. Last December, there were 2,000 reported incidents of swatting that targeted synagogues and Jewish schools in a singular weekend. Our own synagogue was one of them. On college campuses, Jewish students are being spat on, attacked, threatened, and blocked from going to classes. Students have to barricade themselves in a library to stay safe, while others have been instructed to attend their classes online so they would not have to be subjected to violence. As of this January, the ADL has reported a 360% rise in reports of anti-Semitism in our country alone. This is all too familiar and all too dangerous. In the time we live in, it is crucial to stand strong. We cannot turn our backs and submit to this hatred because then it will only grow. We cannot outshine darkness with nothing. So to answer my question, I am Jewish because it is my duty to present my identity, share my knowledge, and pass tradition and faith and history. It is my duty to stand out there and say I am Jewish because in a time like this, I need to. We need to. L'dor v'dor, from generation to generation, it is our job to pass all of this down. And it starts with standing up now and refusing to live in a world in which it's unsafe to be Jewish. Because if we hide our identity, we will have nothing to pass down.
I am incredibly proud at this moment to be confirming my Jewish identity to signify the importance to which I hold religion, culture, and community, and I have my family to thank for it. They are the people who immersed me into Jewish life, celebration, atonement, perspective. I was born into a Jewish family. They all carry a fragment of what I've built up to present to you here. What did I do? I simply trusted my mother when she told me it was worth waking up at 8:30 on a Sunday, or my father when he told me a Jewish wedding was worth missing just a few days of school. Every single experience has made me into the bar mitzvah I am today, and I doubt I could have followed this path alone. What with the state of the promised land today and the seismic effects of the 3,000 rockets fired into it, being Jewish is something to hold pride in now more than ever. I am proud I knew of the genius surprise employed by the Israeli Air Force on June 5th, 1967, before any of this. I am proud my father told me. The copious amounts of misinformation and the sea of impressions of first-world media today have led to enormous, not just anti-Semitic, but anti-democratic movements, from the most honored capitals to the humblest doorsteps. It goes without saying that Jewish history is necessary to remember, and this chapter will definitely be no exception. There is not merely a war, but a war of which few can truly understand the truth, despite, of course, the communicational advancements we've reached as nations. And picturing both the Israelis and any innocent Palestinians who have experienced indescribable suffering does not give me the notion that I have been failed by nations, by peoples, but rather that I have some duty both as a relative and as a human to inform the ignorant and to do what is possible to put an end to things, to this. Jewish identity is beautiful to me, and this synagogue has been teaching since my days here in preschool that the Tanakh is not about what is on your house's door, but on your sense of morality. I can't pass a grammar test in Hebrew. I can't name every story in the Old Testament or tell you my favorite Jewish food, because I've not learned, read, or tasted enough to make the best judgments. However, the warm milk and honey that my late grandmother once made me every Saturday morning reminds me of what I do know and of what I can be sinlessly proud of. And I have my ancestry to thank for it. Thank you.
We believe believe in tomorrow.
We believe in Jews dedicated to service to our temple, to our faith, that we have the power to make tomorrow different than today.
We believe that ignorance, poverty, lack of sensitivity to feelings, needs, or beliefs of others need not be permanent.
We believe in people will strive all of them.
We believe that there can be yet a time of peace, a time of sisterhood and brotherhood, and a time for tranquility for others, for children, and for everyone who lives on this earth. The world may smile at our dream, but no matter, we still believe.
Adonai Sifatai Tivtak. Oh yeah, sorry. Please rise. Adonai Sifatai Tivtak Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu. Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov. Elohei Rivka, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora. El Elyon. Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot. Umevi Geula Livnei v'Nehem, L'ma'an Shmo ba'ahava. Melech Ozer u'Mashiach u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, and God who came before us, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, God of Rachel, and God of Leah. Great, mighty, and awesome God, God transcendent, maker of heaven and earth, with the word, who shielded our ancestors with a phrase, who gave all things life, sacred God, beyond compare, who took joy in providing rest for your people.
On your holy Shabbat and festivals, we will service you reverently, acknowledging on each and every day forever just who you are. Place of blessing, God of gratitude, creator of peace, who recalls the time of creation, by sanctifying Shabbat, blessing the seventh day, giver of the Torah, who recalls that moment at Sinai, and in holiness granting rest to a people overflowing with joy. Please be seated.
My family has always had the heart to work for a better world. And for the longest time, we didn't have the words to describe. My own experience started 12 years ago when I became a Girl Scout. A major factor to the person I am today, it created the idea that I can make change. Volunteer work, leadership, and personal responsibility are the core of their, and now my, beliefs. Since having to take my father in the middle of the night to the emergency room, too young to be left at home, me and my family have kept to a vegan diet, not only in the preservation for one's health, but the principle that everything and everyone has the worth to live. These animals that we keep in our home, we choose the unwanted and abandoned in the hopes of rehabilitation, so that for a life I can say was a good one. When we met the temple, I was surprised and warmed that you held the same unnamed care as a pillar for life. Tikkun Olam is its name, and I have held it in wait for this moment. The first time I think I ever experienced the true support of not just a religious, but a communal space is when my family and I first started a trial run of Jewish life. Ceremonies, events, dinners, all held at the temple, marketed as for the members, but clearly non-exclusive. I remember the smile on my mom's face when she explained the complete nonchalant air to letting non-members, let alone a non-Jewish family, into the mix. What it is to be Jewish, what it means to be part of this family, to live and love and cry under one roof of solidarity. I confirm my Jewish identity. I confirm to stand with Israel. I confirm the will to continue my time and love for this community, this faith, and these people. I am Jewish. I am for the ground and the water, and to right to say, I am home.
I am so grateful to have the opportunity to be confirmed today. I chose to be Jewish because the most important part of being Jewish to me is the respect and love for one another in the Jewish community. Having my bat mitzvah taught me many important aspects of my life and was truly a life-changing experience for me. I learned and connected with being Jewish to a new level that helped me understand why I am Jewish. Also, inclusion is a big part of the Jewish community. It is so special to connect with someone through our Jewish identities. I have made so many friendships and had great experiences through the youth group BBYO. Joining BBYO in 8th grade was the best decision for me. It has given me the opportunity to unite with Jewish teens, and I recently went to the International Convention in Orlando, and I got to meet Jewish teens from all over the world and bond over being Jewish. I am so proud to be, and I love being Jewish, and I would never change that part of me.
Please turn to page 4. They shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not take up sword against nation, and they shall never again know war. Don't stop after beating the swords. Into plowshares don't stop. Go on beating and make musical instruments out of them. Whoever wants to make war again will have to return them into plowshares first.
The most important thing to me about being Jewish is the sense of community that it gives me. I love meeting new people in Temple who have the same values of inclusion and respect that I do. I think it is so important for everyone to be able to have a special community that they can rely on, especially in a world that can feel so overwhelming and divided. When I meet someone outside of Temple, like in school, and I find out they're Jewish, it becomes much easier for me to talk to them because we have something we can relate to that most other people can't. Being able to be around so many other Jewish people makes me feel so much more connected to my faith, especially considering how few Jewish people there are in the world. As I've grown older, I have had more opportunities to be in a setting where I'm surrounded by other Jewish people. For example, BBYO, preparing for my bat mitzvah, attending confirmation class, and being in high school where I have been able to meet more Jewish people my age. So, having done all this, I have grown a much stronger connection to my faith, and that is why community is the most important thing to me.
I was told to write a speech about the Jewish community and how I fit into ours. I struggled to find a way to write about this without talking about how I grew up in Hebrew school or about BBYO. But then I realized that is what makes me part of this community. My family has always been Jewish, from before my great-grandparents all the way up to Melanie's generation. Ever since I was little, almost always I would be lighting the candles on Shabbat, hosting holidays at home, or arguing with my sisters about the Afikomen during Passover. From going to services to joining BBYO, my life has been greatly impacted by Judaism. In the 8th grade, I joined B'nai B'rith Youth Organization, or BBYO, where I met many Jewish teens from all around the world. I learned so much from this organization, including leadership that I carry with me. From my first event to now, I have become chapter Siganit, which means that I am the vice president of our Louisville chapter. I began going to our temple when I was in preschool, and ever since then, I have come for years and years to learn about my Jewish identity and what it was meaning when I had my bar mitzvah. When I had it, it was impactful, and now I am in confirmation class where I learned what being Jewish truly means. Now I am a teacher assistant for the 5th grade. This sense of community is a big reason why I'm a Jewish. I choose to be Jewish because of my family, but also because of the inclusiveness that the temple and many people have shown me. In the end, it's about the people you surround yourself with, which is why I feel welcomed in my Jewish community and in BYO. Not only did these experiences make me more confident, but it also made me feel as though I was more important and had a place in the Jewish community. Being Jewish is not only about participating in Hebrew class or learning your prayers. It's more than that. It's the friends you make and the bonds you build, and it's your own journey of finding your Jewish identity that makes someone truly Jewish.
We take a moment for a silent prayer. As we name in our hearts those we know that need courage and healing and strength, we join together in singing the words, asking God for courage and healing and strength, the Mishaberach.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Our God is one, Adonai is great, holy is God's name. Amen.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvarah.
Baruch Adonai Hamurach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vaydaber Elohim et kol hadvarim ha'ela emo. Anochi Adonai acherim asher hotzeiticha me'eretz Mitzrayim. Mibet avadim. Lo Adonai kol Elohim acherim al panaya. Lo ta'aseh chol. B'chol wait. Echol Timona Asher Bishamayim Mima'an V'Ashel B'Oreh Mitachat V'Asher Mitachat B'Mayim Mitachat La'aretz. God spoke all these words, saying, I, Adonai, am your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods beside me. You shall not make for yourself a sculptured image or any likeness of what is in the heavens above, or on the earth below, or in the waters under the earth.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'hayei olam nata b'tehenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten.
Please rise as we return the Torah to the ark.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael. Al pi Adonai v'yad Moshe, v'yad Moshe. Al pi Adonai v'yad Moshe, v'yad Moshe. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael.
Please be seated, everyone.
Hi, my name is Trey Rothschild. In my years at Temple, I have seen and experienced a sense of community. I began getting preschool as 18 months old. I've been here a long time. I don't remember being 18 months old, but I remember growing up, going to services, going to the holidays, and going to other family events. I've seen how welcoming it is to everyone, and as I finish confirmation, I can say that I've seen multiple aspects of Judaism, all of them wonderful and enlightening. I'm proud to say that I'll be confirmed at the same temple as my father was in 1979, my grandfather in 1942, but it goes even further, with my ancestors being part of the founding members of Adath Israel. I'll be the third Edward Aaron Rothschild to be confirmed at the synagogue. I'm glad to be part of this community and hope in the future I can continue to carry its values that have been instilled in me. Thank you to Sarah Harlan for planning out the high school program. Thank you to Rabbi David for leading me through confirmation, helping to reconfirm my commitment to Judaism, as well as being there for my bar mitzvah and most importantly, my baby naming.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to our service. For everyone who hasn't met me, I'm Owen Yaffe. I've been coming to Temple for religious school since kindergarten, and I've learned so much during my time here. Being Jewish has been a core part of my life for so long, but when Rabbi David asked us our core question, I was stumped. What does being Jewish mean to us? Throughout my life, it's been coming to Temple every morning and every Wednesday, and it's always meant seeing my Jewish friends and eating challah as a snack. Yet it's not that simple. Throughout our time here, whether it's been 6 months or 11 years, We have explored and learned so many answers to that question, from helping our world and doing our part to listening to Israeli music. This has all led us here today, so what does being Jewish mean to me? It's not an easy question, but I think I got it down to 3 major parts: faith, tikkun olam, and helping others, and then finally tradition. So first of all, faith, probably the most obvious definition, and probably one of the most important. I have been learning here forever, and even helping teaching for the past couple of years, and I've been singing songs, eating food, and listening to stories, and looking for Afikomen with my friends and family longer than I can remember. Throughout this, I have built a connection with God, and I've always been taught that God is everywhere, and that He wants us to follow the teachings of the Torah and to do mitzvot. But deeper than that, I believe God just wants us to be good people, be kind, be respectful, and be forgiving. And I'm so thankful for the spirituality and connection to God my time here has given me the opportunity to create. Next, tikkun olam, the action of preparing our world and helping our community. The temple has been guiding us through tikkun olam every year since we were in kindergarten, drawing pictures for the sick and elderly. I think this is one of the greatest and most beautiful parts of Judaism, even if you're competing with your friends to see how many PB&Js you can make for the homeless. We are all doing our part, and the fact that helping others and preparing the world is such a central part of Judaism is awesome and super inspiring to be part of a community where everyone is willing to help those in need. Lastly, and most importantly to me, tradition. I think one of the driving factors that makes me happy to be here every Sunday learning and teaching is to know that about 34 years ago, my dad and my aunt were doing the exact same thing. It is so cool to know that in such a wonderful place, I am carrying on the tradition of all my family and celebrating Judaism in the same way they have throughout history. Seeing my dad's confirmation picture on the wall in the religious school every time I'm at temple, and seeing my mom's confirmation certificate at home every day is so cool. And the fact that they both have the same experiences, learning and leading in this community, truly means so much to me, and is probably the biggest reason I love Judaism. So, as you guys can see, being here has meant so much to me, and being Jewish means so much more than eating challah and drinking grape juice. And I want to thank Rabbi David, my family, and my friends for making this time here really life-changing.
We are going to do blessings for our confirmants, and if you can play the music so that everyone will have music while we're doing the blessings. So I want to say thank you for the wonderful confirmants that we have here today. Thank you for leading us in prayer, for your wisdom, for your passion, and for what you taught all of us and what you taught me during this year. There's a saying that the leader of the rabbis in the 3rd century, Rabbi Yehuda, Hanasi Yehuda, the president of the rabbis, used to say, and he would say, "Much Torah I have studied from my teachers, but I have learned more from my students than from all of my teachers." And when I stand here and I look at you, that's exactly how I feel. I want to say something to you for your future when you will be asked the question of why am I Jewish and what Judaism means to me. Something I've learned from a wonderful American television series called Sex and the City. The 6th season, Charlotte is converting to Judaism. And there's a scene in a restaurant. She's converting in order to marry a Jewish fellow who promised his mother, who's already dead and was a Holocaust survivor, that he would only marry a Jewish woman. So he loves her, he adores Charlotte, but he's not going to marry her unless she becomes Jewish. So they sit in the restaurant, and he orders pork. And she goes after him saying, "I gave up Christmas and Jesus for you, and you're eating pork." So he says to her, "I'm a conservative Jew, and conservative Jews eat pork." Now, the conservative movement did not like that. So they took a whole ad in the New York Times. You can call the New York Times to find out how much it costs, and explained there that conservative Jews do not eat pork because they actually keep the Jewish laws, and the writer probably confused the facts, and she should have said Reform Jews eat pork and not conservative. And the writer didn't have to take an ad. She just wrote a letter to the New York Times that was published in a better space than the ad of the conservative movement, and said the following: "I'm a conservative Jew. My father is a conservative rabbi. One of my siblings is a conservative rabbi as well. Our entire family are conservative Jews, and no conservative movement will tell us what it means to be a conservative Jew or not." The reason I'm telling this story is, your rabbis here in the past, in the present, and in the future are not going to tell you what makes you Jewish. We don't have dogmas of faith. We don't tell people what they need to believe in. And we actually cannot even if we would want to, but we don't want to, we're not going to tell you exactly what you should eat or not eat or do or not do. And definitely we're not going to argue with fictional television characters on what Reform Jews do or not. Judaism is a culture, is a tradition, is a faith. It's a story that we're part of. It's a duty, it's loyalty, and it's a combined memory of us as a people. And it's more. And you're going to have to make the decision which parts of it are parts that you want to take to your lives and which parts you want to reject. And hopefully, if you want to reject everything that you've learned here, you will come with new things, just like our ancestor did. They came with new things of what it means to be Jewish. So you can reinvent Judaism. It will be a wonderful thing. What I really hope and pray that you will always feel, and it came across many of your speeches, is part of the people of Israel and of the Jewish community. Because the one thing that unites all the things that I said that Judaism is, it's that sense that we're a part of a Jewish community, that we're a part of the Jewish people. So find your way, decide whether you want to be a Tikkun Olam Jew, or you want to be a eating kosher Jew, or whatever kind of Jew you want to be. But be part of our community. Thank you and good luck. And I want to invite our president, Shannon Rothschild, who happens to be also the mother of Emery and Trey, to say some words of congratulations.
Thank you. I love a rabbi that quotes Sex and the City. That's fantastic. And this will be shorter than their bar mitzvah speeches. So, on behalf of your temple family, I want to express how incredibly proud we all are of each and every one of you on this momentous day. Your dedication to continuing your Jewish education throughout your teenage years to become confirmed carries on the long tradition at the temple and fills us all with great joy to witness your growth and commitment to your faith. As you stand on the threshold of adulthood, I want to encourage you to continue your journey of Jewish learning and exploration. Remember, there is not only being Jewish, but also doing Jewish. It is my hope that you will take advantage of the teaching values that you have learned here and carry them with you as you navigate the world around you. Live your lives with passion for learning, growing, loving, and tikkun olam. Embrace the opportunities to make a positive impact, to be agents of change, and to contribute to the betterment of society. Each act of kindness, each moment of compassion has a power to transform the world for the better. I want to extend my gratitude to Rabbi David and Sarah Harlan and all of your teachers who have guided and supported you on this journey. They have been dedicated to your education and spiritual growth, and we are immensely grateful. And as you embark on the next chapter of your lives, may you carry the significance of confirmation in Judaism with you. May you embrace the responsibilities and privileges that come with this milestone. May you always stand firm and proud to be Jewish. May you continue to seek wisdom, understanding, and fulfillment in your Jewish identity. Mazel tov to each and every one of you. I wish you a future filled with blessing, opportunities, and endless possibilities. Mazel tov.
Shabbat Shalom. As principal of the Louisville High School of Jewish Studies, I want to wish a hearty Mazal Tov to our confirmation students and their families. You are a diverse and exemplary class that has demonstrated true scholarship, curiosity, and dedication to your Jewish education and our temple community. You all consistently showed up, actively participated, asked the challenging questions, and supported each other. Yours is the first post-pandemic class to be able to participate in our meaningful experiential second-year trip. And what an impactful experience it was to be able to visit the Holocaust Museum in Chicago and to learn from and with a Holocaust survivor. So to Campbell, Maya, David, Emery, Trey, Natalie, Owen, and Ella, Mazal Tov again. You've really done us proud. Now, if you could imagine, I'm putting a different hat on my head that says WRJ on it. On behalf of the Temple WRJ Sisterhood, we're going to present you with a meaningful book that we hope you will find useful as you continue on your Jewish life paths. It's called On the Doorposts of Your House. It's a comprehensive guide to how you will live and practice Judaism throughout your life. We're very proud of you.
My name is Michael Friedman. I'm president of the Temple Brotherhood, and I'd like to wish you congratulations. As part of spending all of your time here studying, we give you a Kiddush cup. And the cup is not for you to have, it's for you to use. And you could put it on display if you wish, and it could sense of pride but it's more a sense of accomplishment, because what you've done tonight, going back generations, 167 times, confirmation classes have done exactly what you've done. And your name is engraved in this Kiddush cup, and you could share it at Passover or any other time. I also want to single out, as president of the Brotherhood, that we have the Mensch Award that you've seen, and this goes to Emory. And it doesn't mean that you have to smoke cigars and drink bourbon with us, or go trap shooting, but it's being recognized as being a mensch, a person who's kind. And the biggest thing is for you to be you, and for all of you to follow your own path. And thank you very much.
So there are even more present. That's why you have a tots bag beneath your chair for afterwards to pick up the presents that you have here. And I would like to invite everyone to rise as we turn to page 5 for the concluding service. And please join me as we say together, "Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else."
ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river of understanding. Love to each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hands but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. It has been said Adonai will be sovereign over all the earth. On that day Adonai will be one, and God's name will be one, and God's name will be one.
There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember.
On this Shabbat, we remember especially Paula Erdely, Jonathan Zaborski, Deborah Franklin, Boris Kaskin, Ronald Melrose, Lois Shapiro, Ed Shapira, Sylvia Weinschenker, Dorothy Doucette, Mina Goldberg, Rachel Levy, Lazar Matz, Jill Klein Van Straten, Bill King, Martin Price, Vera Scott, Elizabeth Latz, David Parnas, Adele Aberson, Edward Friedberg, Ayman Friedberg, Ted Heidemann, Jonah Liebman, Adele Lucas, Robert Rubin, Sophia Wilder, Malcolm Friedman, Jenny P. Kahn, Moose Shapira, Fred Shatramp, Bernice Rosenberg, Richard Harvey, Nathan Schwartz, and in recent days, Anne Schaefer. As we recall our loved ones in our hearts, we say together, the Mourner's Kaddish on page 6. Please join me. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה, may the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Our closing song is the last words of the Kaddish, of the Mourner's Kaddish, Oseh Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Mazal Tov to our confirmation class, the 167th confirmation class. Please say Shabbat Shalom to someone that you do not know. And I invite the confirmation students to receive the many presents you have from the religious school, from the high school, and from the women of Reform Judaism and the men of Reform Judaism.
Mazel Tov. Shabbat Shalom.